He just 9.4 assists on the night.
Oh, Ginobili! 45 for Ginobili.
And Ginobili down the lane here. The crossover and then the throw. Now that's three guys he just torches right there. Joe Johnson is outstanding. Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire.
Joe Johnson, as you mentioned earlier. The Phoenix Suns with their leader back, trying to snap the 5-game losing streak. With Manu Ginobili having the game of his NBA career. Now having the best game of his NBA career, 45 points here in Phoenix tonight.
After watching this game, you can make the argument that this is the greatest draft day steal in the history of the NBA. Fortunately, he tore the net down himself. Every which way, Manu Ginobili has beaten the Phoenix Suns tonight. From behind the arc, at the hoop, above the rim, he made the first basket of the game tonight with a throwdown right down the lane, and he has continued unabated.
Now remember,
now to that exciting Friday nightcap out in Phoenix. Steve Nash returning back from the thigh bruise and back spasms, leading his Suns in a battle against the Spurs. Second quarter, game tied at 36. Nash pull up Jay. Suns go up 3. Same quarter now, Suns up 4 when Amari Stoudemire causes the turnover. Joe Johnson setting up Stoudemire. The Monster Jam has the Suns up a half dozen. Let's take another look at that thing. Amari climbing into the air. Stoudemire's happy that Nash is playing, boy. Now Nash drawing the defenders over, setting up Amari Stoudemire for yet another vicious slam. The value of the point guard who can distribute the ball and get you the ball where you want it. Still the second, Spurs down 4. Manu Ginobili. What a game. Around the back pass to Devin Brown, who hits the 3, and the Spurs down 1 at halftime. Third quarter, the Suns go nuts. Quentin Richardson finding Stoudemire for the jam. Suns up by 5 in a hurry. Still the third, Tim Duncan gets it done. Spurs within 4. Fourth quarter now, Ginobili. On the break. Spurs down 4, and there's Tim Duncan going to work again. Fourth quarter, Suns up 4. Running the break once again, and it's Ginobili finishing. Outstanding work inside by the Phoenix Suns as they try to hang around in the game. That made it 101-95. But then again, Ginobili with his career offensive night playing Papa-Shot out there. So it's getting closer and closer. A nail-biter after that third quarter barrage from the Phoenix Suns. The Spurs playing with the poise of a champion. Now, the final seconds of the fourth quarter, here's what happened.
Marion has to put up the 3. Puts it in at the buzzer! He ties the game!
Oh, a game this good, you got to play overtime, don't you? Sean Marion beating the clock, and to overtime they go. First minute of the OT, Spurs down 2, and Barry, another 3. A great offseason acquisition by the San Antonio Spurs. 3 minutes left in the OT. Ginobili drives, slams it. Spurs up 4. They go on to win it on the road, 128-123. Shoot-around gang, they fought off a tough third quarter.
Fred, thanks a lot. The game on Friday night was a microcosm of what people have been saying about the Phoenix Suns all year long. Very exciting team, a team that can score a lot. Steve Nash was terrific in his return, but they wear down and they have no bench.
The depth came into play tonight, and there's no question about it. And I think this is what makes the San Antonio Spurs team special. They were able to play at a pace that they've never been able to play at in the past 4 or 5 years and still win. Typically, the Spurs want to keep the game in the 80. This team has a lot of guys that can put points on the board. They have guys that can go to off the bench, a lot of perimeter players, and they definitely wore down the Phoenix Suns tonight.
Yeah, and you talk about that depth, and the reason it's such a factor is because fatigue starts to take its toll on you as a basketball team when you're the Phoenix Suns, and your guys have to play at that breakneck pace for over 45 minutes collectively, each of those guys. It's hard to be able to compete with a team that can wear you down, and that's what San Antonio did. They had 3 bench players in there down the stretch when they were able to come back and win this game.
I couldn't tell whether Manu Ginobili was playing in Phoenix or Athens. I mean, he just looked that phenomenal, just like he did during Olympic competition. San Antonio looks absolutely sensational. Don't mean to jump off of Minnesota's bandwagon with their troubles and everything else, but San Antonio just looks flawless and awesome right now. They're the best team in the game.
It's
World
okay
champions.
to get off that bandwagon.
I just don't like to do that, but it's just too obvious. It's just too obvious. They're just a step above everybody else.
3 points off the bench for Phoenix. That's the reason they come up short in overtime. Steve, back to you.
This